Hey everybody, it's Rod with Weichert Realtors Equity Northwest, coming back at you with another video. Today I want to talk a little bit about relocation. There's a lot of relocation happening in our country right now for a variety of reasons. People are moving for similar reasons. They're moving to be close to family. They are moving to retire, maybe someplace warm from a cold climate. Maybe they're moving to a place that offers advantages to them, either work opportunities or lifestyle opportunities, or maybe in the case of retirees, not only are retirees maybe looking for warmer, sunny places, but they might also be looking for places where they can stretch their dollar with favorable taxation and reasonably priced real estate. So there's lots of reasons why people are making these big moves that they're making today. And some of these moves are all the way across the country. We hear about states like California, where they're actually, for the first time ever, losing population. Their population is shrinking. California just had a ton of opportunity, and their economy grew and prospered. Not quite as prosperous as it once was. And a lot of things have happened in that state that have made that state less desirable to live in now. And so a lot of people are saying, you know, I want to try something else. I want to go somewhere else. And we're seeing states like Texas, which also has a booming economy and a little bit more affordable real estate. They're pretty close to average on real estate in terms of median home prices and average rents. And so people are finding, hey, I can get a really good job in Texas and I can afford a house there. Today, I kind of want to focus on our local Clark County, Washington market, how we're in a growing market. In the last 4 years from the census, we've added 25,000 people to the county, and most of that in Vancouver, but also other communities like Camas and Washougal and Battleground and Ridgefield are seeing significant growth as well. So we're kind of getting, we're importing people right now in Clark County. And generally that's a positive indicator that people want to be here. So we've got something for everyone here in Clark County. I'm going to break down some numbers for you, talk about if you're thinking about moving to this region, the greater Portland metropolitan area. We're going to talk a little bit about why you might want to choose Clark County. If you are local here in Clark County and you're thinking about leaving and going somewhere else, chasing family, chasing jobs, chasing weather, whatever it is, I'm going to talk a little bit about where are people that are leaving Clark County going and where are people coming into Clark County coming from. So a little bit of that. All right, so let's get right into the details. Okay, we start out with just an overview of the western states. You can see the coastal states of Washington, Oregon, and California, Washington being the only state showing growth since 2020. Adjacent states, Idaho, Arizona, and Nevada, all saw strong growth. A lot of those Californians are just moving next door. Where are all these folks coming from? Well, you can see that California is sending us more people than any other state. Interestingly enough, if you look at where Californians are moving, Washington is not even in the top 10. That's how big California is. Even though we are not a top destination for Californians, they're sending enough people here where they're the number one spot that we're importing residents from. So it may surprise some of you to see that California is the number one destination for Washingtonians that move out of state. That kind of surprised me too. Why would anyone want to go to California from Washington? That's a downgrade, friends. But apparently they're doing it. Followed by Oregon, Arizona, Texas, and Idaho. Washington is showing an increase in outmigration, and that's slowing down our population growth a little bit. So I can see Texas being a destination for maybe some young folks. There's lots of opportunity in Texas, every bit as much as there is here in Washington, but real estate prices tend to be a lot more affordable in Texas. So you can really see an attraction there. Arizona makes sense for retiring Washingtonians that would like to retire to warmer and drier locale. I can see that. Arizona is attracting people from all over the country. But California, that one, gotta admit, still surprised about that. Okay, here in Clark County, California is not number one as far as where we're importing people from. Here in Clark County, according to the DMV driver's license exchanges, it's overwhelmingly Oregon. And that makes sense because we are literally part of Oregon's largest metropolitan area. And being immediately adjacent to Portland, which is seeing a bit of an exodus of people, it makes sense that a lot of those folks are coming right here to Clark County. These are the four counties, the urban counties that make up metropolitan Portland, Vancouver. Clark County is, of course, in Washington, in green with that strong 4% growth since the 2020 census. You can see Multnomah in red. Multnomah is where Portland is, and they've had nearly a 4% reduction in population over that period of time. Washington County is where Beaverton and Hillsborough are. Lots of tech companies over there and some big companies, including Nike and Intel. Between those two, some 30,000 people are employed. So it's surprising that Washington County is losing some population, but you can see that's less than 1%, and that could simply be an anomaly. Clackamas County, very, very barely growing. I mean, that's 0.18%. So a little bit of growth there. I have those two counties yellow because that's kind of flat growth. There's many things that make Clark County very, very attractive relative to the other three urban counties in the Portland, Vancouver metropolitan area. Number one, if you drive around the four counties, you'll quickly notice that Clark County has a much better transportation infrastructure. The highways have less traffic. There's more of them. And it's just easier to get around in Clark County. Now, Clark County is, particularly at the southern half of the county, is very urbanized and fairly densely populated. So I'm not saying there's never any traffic. There is. But when you compare it to Clackamas, Multnomah, and Washington counties, it's undeniably better. Clark County is attracting a lot of business and new jobs, including high-paying jobs. We have the Goldilocks scenario here. We have just as much access to Portland International Airport as does most of Portland. We have our own rail infrastructure for freight. We have our own 5-terminal port. We have Amtrak service that runs north and south as well as east. We really kind of have it all, and only Portland is able to match us in that regard. And Portland is losing population. Those folks are coming here, and a lot of the companies are coming here as well. Vancouver's city center is enjoying a robust economic growth and construction growth, with mid-rise and high-rise buildings popping up all over the place. Density is increasing. People are moving to the city center, as well as businesses moving in. Vancouver's office vacancy rate has sat in the single digits throughout this entire post-pandemic period. Rival Portland, their downtown has seen vacancy rates in the mid 20% level. Very unhealthy. Vancouver's downtown is simply cleaner, and it's fun. People are coming to Vancouver's new waterfront in droves. Great restaurants have opened, wineries, new breweries and tap rooms. It has become, frankly, the hot spot for people to come visit, and it's quite active on the weekends. Despite the urban buzz in Vancouver's revitalized downtown area and shiny new waterfront, Clark County also offers a lot of rural properties, 5 acres, 10 acres, farms. There's miles and miles and miles of suburbia if you want to have that classic cul-de-sac 3-bed, 2-bath. And there's new construction still happening in Vancouver with new homes. Also, Ridgefield, Battleground, Camas, Washougal. These areas offer more of a small town experience as opposed to the more urban, high-rise apartment buildings going in downtown Vancouver. Clark County truly has it all, and it's close in and accessible to both Portland and Vancouver. So what are you waiting for? Welcome to Clark County. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, it really helps. I've got some links down below for some interesting real estate related websites and blogs that'll give you a good stream of content that might help you make a decision whether you're leaving the area or coming into the area. Or if you just want to move across the street because you like the view over there better. That's all I got today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.